Where'd he go? Tag, you're it! What's wrong, little fella? Do you see a shark? That's not a shark. It's Walter. Bring Dr. Kate back to the Echo.
Great. Let's go see what our assignment is going to be.
Hey!
So, what do you subs think of it here in the Dominican Republic?
We love it. The water's so clear and the sea creatures are so friendly.
But it seems like there's more sand under the water than there is on the beach, Dr. Kate.
That's true, Ollie. A big storm washed most of the sand out into the ocean last winter. The storm caused problems all over the island. Even the local recycling center was damaged.
Is that why that mound of glass bottles is piling up?
Yes, there's no way to take them. But that's a problem we're not going to be able to solve. We're here to look for pieces of a shipwreck.
What kind of shipwreck, Dr. Kate?
A ship that once belonged to a very famous explorer named Christopher Columbus. Columbus was the first person to sail from Spain to the Americas over 500 years ago. He made the trip 4 times, and on his second voyage, he came to this island, the Dominican Republic, where one of his ships sank during a hurricane. We've narrowed down the possible location of some pieces from the ship, and I've sent the coordinates to your computer, Beth.
Well, what are we floating around here for? Let's dive!
Dr. Kate wants you to mark off the area with marker poles before you search it.
It's a big area to search.
Let's mark in smaller sections. Search it, then move to the next section. That way, it will be easier to keep track of where we've looked.
Brilliant.
Subs, perhaps you should. Oh dear.
Wow! Hey!
Good job, Subs.
Now let's start searching.
Did you find anything, Subs?
No pieces of shipwreck in this area. All we found was sand.
And 2 glass soda bottles.
Technically, the glass bottles are sand as well, since glass is actually made by melting sand in an extremely hot fire.
Glass is made from sand. I didn't know that. You're very smart, Walter.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Beth.
Come on, let's mark off a new area and keep looking. Hey! Hey, give that back, little fella. We're trying to work here. Good boy. Hey!
Go, Ollie! Woohoo! All right! Run, turtle!
Come on, little guy.
Oh no!
Stop!
Hang on! I see him! He's okay! I've got him!
I can't quite.
Pull, Ollie, pull!
What is that thing? Where did it come from?
Let's find out.
I think you better stay here, little fella. We don't want you to get hurt. Look, it goes up into that ship.
And there's a second tube.
Where does that one go?
It appears that one tube is pulling something up from the ocean, while the other is taking something to shore.
But what is it taking?
Sand!
The tubes are pulling sand from the seabed to dump on the beach.
We must report this to Dr. Kate right away.
Good idea, Walter.
Not to worry, everyone. Those big tubes are just part of the beach nourishment program.
You mean they're feeding the beach?
In a way, yes. The tubes are just putting back the sand that was washed away in the big winter storm.
I guess people like a nice, clean, sandy beach better than a rocky beach.
Oh, it's not just people who like the soft sand. Turtles need it to lay their eggs in every year.
Returning the sand to the beach is very good for the turtles.
Well, it wasn't very good for my turtle friend down below. The poor little fellow almost got sucked up into that big tube.
It's not good for shipwrecks either, Ollie. That's why I've contacted the Beach Nourishment Company and arranged for you subs to go help them.
What can we do?
You two will guide the suction tube across the seabed safely away from our digging site coordinates.
Great!
Cool.
When do we start?
Right now.
Dive, Ollie, dive! Slowly, Ollie, slowly. Go away, little fish. It's dangerous here. Shoot!
Here we come, Beth. Everything clear down there?
All clear. Oh, hello. No, don't go near the tube. Whoa!
What was that? Did I hit something?
Move the tube back a little, Ollie.
It's an anchor!
Ollie, this could be a piece from the shipwreck we're looking for.
No, don't touch! I'm sorry, little fella. We're not supposed to touch anything before Dr. Kate looks at it.
I'll get some pictures to take back to the Echo.
What do you think, Dr. Kate?
It's a kedge anchor, the kind that was used on Columbus's ships.
I knew it! It's from a ship!
It's a little too soon to say that for sure, Ollie. But it could be.
Yes!
Oh, dear.
What's wrong, Walter?
If that anchor is from Columbus's ship, that means we've been looking in the wrong place.
That's okay. We'll just look for it in the right place now.
We can't be sure exactly where that is, Ollie.
It could be right where the big tube is sucking up sand.
If it sucks up any pieces of the ship, they'll be destroyed.
It's all getting a little too risky. I'm going to call them right now and tell them to stop taking sand from anywhere. This isn't going to make them happy.
It's too bad they have to stop putting sand back on the beach.
Yes, the poor turtles won't have a decent place to lay their eggs this year.
There isn't much room for the turtles on the beach anyway, with that growing mountain of bottles.
It's strange to think of it, but in a way there is a lot of sand on the beach.
What do you mean, Beth?
Well, like Walter said, those glass bottles are all made by using sand, melted in a hot fire.
Right. They can use sand to make bottles, but they can't use bottles to make sand?
Wait, maybe they can, Ollie.
Can what?
Use bottles to make sand.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be amazing if they could reverse it? We could take this ugly mountain of bottles
And use it to make a big pile of soft white sand for the beach. Let's do a little research and find out if it's possible.
Cool. Let's solve this problem.
Well, subs, I got the Beach Nourishment Company to agree to stop for 1 week. If we don't find the shipwreck by then, the sucking tube will start working again.
No need to cry, Scopes. Beth and Walter and I have an answer to everyone's problem. We were thinking, since they use sand to make glass, maybe glass could be made back into sand.
So we did some research and found out that some places have tried it.
There's a factory not too far from here that takes the glass bottles, feeds them into a huge furnace that melts them down, then filters them and turns them back into glass sand.
The glass sand looks and feels almost the same as regular sand.
And that solves two problems at once. It gets rid of that ugly mound of bottles and puts soft new sand on the beach.
well done. Looks like the turtles can come and lay their eggs here after all. Like your little lady friend over there, Ollie.
Lady friend? Flying flatfish. I thought she was a fella.